Yo, what's up, everybody? Eyecee here, and welcome to my primetime Week 5 showdown between the Indiana Colts and the KC Chiefs. So, my favorite captain play of the slate, favorite, is Kelce. He's due for a touchdown. He's cheaper by 4,200 than Patrick Mahomes, and he's just consistently utilizing the offense. Like, it's the same thing every week, no matter what. It's just touchdowns make a lot of difference. But he's due, in my opinion. Today's the day he gets it. So he's my favorite captain. After that, it's a little tricky. It depends on if Sammy Watkins playing, if he's reduced or restricted at all. I don't think he will be, but he could be. So keep that in mind. If he is, then I like LaShawn McCoy or Demarcus Robinson as captain picks. Both more than I like Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes is too expensive. I'm sorry. That's 40% of your salary cap. I don't want to spend 40% of my salary cap. He could very well be the top captain play, but honestly, if you make a lineup with Patrick Mahomes, there's only so many people you can fit in, and I'm telling you, there's going to be like 500 ways ties. So make a few lineups if you play max entries with Patrick Mahomes, but just limit them to a few because there's only so many you can make. And you're going to tie like with 300 people for first place, which is never fun. I like making lineups where I can win outright. Yeah, I'll tie with a few people. Maybe it's Showdown, but I don't want to tie with 300-400 people. Obviously, tying with 300-400 people versus not making any money is always good. But for all the work and effort we put into this type of stuff and the research we put in, I'd rather not tie with someone. And with someone like Patrick Mahomes, at that price, you're gonna make lineups that are like similar to other people. You're gonna have big way ties. So keep that in mind. Obviously, you have to put him in consideration. He's Patrick Mahomes, the best quarterback in the league, in my opinion. He's coming off a little bit of a downer week, even though they managed to pull out a win. So I look for him to rebound here, and he's definitely in play for me, just not in the captain spot. I'll have him in flex spot in every lineup. I'm guaranteeing you he's going to be in every lineup for me in the flex spot. But in the captain spot, I'm not going to have a lot of him. I'll have a few Patrick Mahomes lineups, but I'm mostly gonna have his Mahomes as the captains today. So yeah, Patrick Mahomes, Kelce, LaShawn McCoy, Demarcus Robinson, and if Sammy Watkins plays, then Sammy Watkins over Demarcus Robinson, because Demarcus Robinson dropped 5 catches, and I don't like playing people that are butterfingers. I like to play people that are in form. So he'd be out of the thing for me if Sammy Watkins doesn't play. So those 4 guys are the guys I like as captain viable picks on the Chiefs. Granted, Sammy Watkins is in play. If he plays, then again, Sammy Watkins over Demarcus Robinson. And depending on if he's reduced, restricted, limited, Watkins over McCoy. But I like McCoy. His price is amazing. I love it. On the Indiana side, there's not much. I like Jacoby Brissett as the captain. Marlon Mack's probably not playing. T.Y. Hilton, we're not sure about. He might play, but we don't know how much. We're going to have to keep an eye on the news to keep an eye on that. If he's playing and he's not restricted or any workload reduced or anything like that, then he's captain viable for me. If he's not playing and Marlon Mack's not playing, then Nyheim Hines is definitely in play for me. And then I'll even stretch it a little further and I'll go a little lower. Eric Ebron and Jack Doyle, both of these guys will be in play for me. Maybe not in a lot, like maybe just an odd lineup here, there, and as captains even, because last 3 weeks, this guy's been getting, he's been doing good. Last 3 weeks, he dropped 4 catches last week, but the one that he did catch was a touchdown, so that made up for that. I guess that's why they threw the ball 8 times to Jack Doyle, because the other guy couldn't catch it, but he dropped it 4 times too. So both these guys are in play, and I think they're probably gonna end up using these guys more than they end up using someone like Zach Pascal. Oh man, bad time for the hiccups. But yeah, more than someone they use like Zach Pascal here. Zach Pascal has been on the rise last 2 weeks, but that's because T.Y. Hilton didn't play last week. He got 7 targets. So if T.Y. Hilton doesn't play, I expect similar amount of targets for him. And against the KC Chiefs, it doesn't really defend that all that hard because they know they could outshoot anybody. I like Zach Pascal's chance here for a little hallelujah play. And then I like the Colts and KC Chiefs kickers this week. More often than not, I feel the Chiefs will finish their drives, whereas the Colts will have to settle for a field goal. But it could go either or. The KC kicker is more consistent, but he's more expensive. And I mean, obviously, you'd be more consistent. Your KC's kicker, like they have offensive drives like every other play, so KC kickers in play. And then I personally I'd go with the Indiana kicker here. I'm probably going with a lot of KC Chiefs stacks, but I'm gonna have the kicker one off. If not the kicker one off, then I'll have the what's his face, Nyheim Hines one offs, because running backs are, I don't know. But yeah, I'd probably go with the Colts kicker here over the Chiefs kicker. I'm not gonna have the defenses in play because I don't think this is a defense day. But again, 10% of the time they're in play, so can never rule kickers and defenses out. But today I feel like a kicker is gonna be in the winning lineup. More often than not, I love kickers, and kickers are usually the top 6 or 7 scoring players on a slate in a showdown. In a high-scoring game like this, is an ample opportunity for a kicker to hit value just through extra points alone. With a couple of failed drives to the end zone, settling for field goals could really push them over the edge. So I like both kickers here. They're both in play for me over the defenses this week. I'm not really high on the defenses this week. I'm really high on the kickers over the defense. But yeah, those are my captain viable plays on both teams, and flex plays. Again, I'm just going to recap because I said a lot of stuff. So KC, captain, Patrick Mahomes, Kelsey, LaShawn McCoy, Demarcus Robinson, and if Sammy Watkins playing, then Sammy Watkins over Demarcus Robinson. On the Indiana side, like Jacoby Brissett, Nyheim Hines, and in very limited capacity, I'd have some Eric Ebron, Jack Doyles. But honestly, not much. They're not safe. It's not viable. But there's like a 1-2% chance, right? So I'm just mentioning it. I'll definitely have these guys in my flex. So in my flex, I'll have all these: Jacoby, Nyheim, Eric Ebron, Jack Doyle, Zach Pascal, even Rodgers. I'll have him. Decent show last week with T.Y. Hilton out. So if T.Y. Hilton's out again this week, then Rodgers and Pascal both in play, and then the kicker, he's in play. On the KC side, all the captains I mentioned are in play. Mecole Hardman, maybe. Flex for sure. Kicker for sure. And then Deon Yelder, 300, 200, and the flex spot, I'd consider him in some capacity. He's gonna see 2 targets. He's gonna be about the bottom of the flex chart, but the amount they use Kelsey, if anything goes wrong, they're gonna have to turn to someone like this guy. This guy's gonna get 2 targets. Could be a touchdown. Could be anything. Sneaky play, give it to the unknown tight end that no one's probably paying attention to for the touchdown in the red zone. So yeah, those are my favorite plays this week, guys. Hope you guys liked the video. Please let me know what I could do better. Sorry I changed the format up. I really didn't have time this week to do the whole presentation style thing. I will be, however, doing a presentation style format for tomorrow, Monday's primetime game. So look out for that. Check out my other videos on my channel. Top 5 quarterbacks, running backs, wide receivers, tight ends, and defenses, as well as my showdown takes. Appreciate you all. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what I could do better. Thank you, and good luck today, guys. Take care.